It's 12:30, so we are going to get started because everyone kind of knows how I feel about time. But here, I'll adjust my video a tiny little bit and move you guys over. Can you see me? So welcome. My name is Megan Lockhart. I'm the owner of Hello Life Studio and the founder of the Signature Life program. I'm also a business coach and lover of food. So to get started, I want to ask everyone to grab their drinks because this is a launch party. So if you have tea, wine, coffee, champagne, let's celebrate because you took the time to come onto this call, or you took the time to celebrate and sign up for this call. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to grab my champagne and I'm going to cheers you. Cheers, cheers, cheers. I wanted to first start with kale chips because I want to teach everyone that being at a party is not really, it doesn't mean eating chocolate and chips. It can be healthy and you can still enjoy yourself and the time at the party while eating. So if you haven't met kale, here's kale. It's beautiful, smells kind of funny a little bit, but this is what it looks like. And when you buy it from the grocery store, it'll come in a big bundle. The organic stuff is always littler. So just take a look. It should be green. Shouldn't be that brown, just like most vegetables and stuff like that. So here we're gonna make kale chips. My oven is set to 170. So I'm gonna cook these kale chips for a lot longer than our party, but I cook them for about an hour because I like them crispy. So the key and the secret is low heat, long time. So how to start is I'm going to wash it. I've already washed this and I have it and I'm going to peel it into little chips. So I have my chips, peel, peel, peel. I'm going to put them in a bowl and I'm going to massage the kale a little bit. I'm going to drizzle some olive oil or coconut oil. Drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. And I'm going to massage it again. So I would massage the kale chips, just like I was going to massage myself or go and pay for a massage. I'm not going to do it right now because then my hands will be really gross for the whole workshop, but I'm going to massage them. I have pink sea salt. So depending on your salt cravings, decide how much or how little you want to use. I'm just going to use a little bit, like a pinch, and I'm going to sprinkle it. Onto the kale chips because I'm making salty kale chips to satisfy my salt craving and that chip craving I might get at 2 o'clock. So I might put a little bit more. And guess what? That is it. I'm going to pop them in the oven and wait for it. This is like a cooking show. Ding, ding, ding. Done already. So this is what they look like. They're crispy, they're tasty, and I'm going to talk about the health benefits of kale chips. But I cooked these this morning, obviously, before the call. But I'm going to leave those in and set a timer for about 40 minutes to an hour and let them cook, and they're going to be so good. So welcome, everyone. If you kind of just joined us, I'm going to now turn the computer over to my living room. And bam. I'm going to grab a seat and cheers again because welcome. I'm so excited to have you here and to have you celebrating the SLP and celebrating yourself. I'm going to share my screen with all of you so we can talk about the benefits of kale and talk about the 6 things that you can start doing now to release the weight. So give me 1 second. All right. So here's my screen. Welcome to my presentation. Who's excited? Yay! So celebrate that you're here and celebrate your success already wherever you are in your health journey because I know that you signed up and you were excited about this because you're interested in learning. My name again is Megan Lockhart. I am a health coach. I'm a graduate of the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, which always seems like a mouthful. And I'm a booty bar instructor. I have 2 little people. One of them is over there, and one of them is actually napping. So I'm also a business coach, and I tend to do most of my work when my kids are napping or taking their break on television. I'm also obviously a mother, But more importantly, I am an ex-diet addict. So I was at a point where calories consumed my life, the size of my pants consumed my life, and I would go to parties and events, social events, and I wouldn't eat, and I would know exactly how many calories was in each item. I can gladly say, because I've installed these 6 core foundations in my life, I don't care anymore. I practice these 6 things every single day, and they've completely changed my experience and my love for life and my passion for life and food and helping other women. So meet the Signature Life program, the 6 core foundations. So if you have a pen and paper, or if you just want me to send this to you, please send me an email at info@hellolifestudio.com, because I'm going to talk a lot, but 45 minutes goes really, really fast. So these are the 6 core foundations. You can start practicing these in your life, and you will shift and you will release the pressure of weight loss. So movement, here we are, movement, self-care, change, creativity, laughter, and mindful. And I'm going to give you a few tips in the next 45 minutes of how you can take pieces and apply them to everyday life, so that you're no longer feeling uncomfortable and bloated and gross in your own body. So my reason for doing this and for creating this program is this sweet little girl, Kinsley. She's my 4-year-old daughter, and I didn't want her to step on the scale every day like I was doing. I didn't want her weight to define her life, and I wanted her to see that her mom was happy whether she was 5 pounds heavier or 5 pounds lighter. So that is my reason, and it's just, it warms my heart thinking about how I no longer step on the scale, and she sees that and she's like, all right, are you ready to toss diets forever? Are you really, really ready to commit to changing the way you see your body and making that shift in your mind and getting rid of diets and making it a lifestyle? If you're ready, this is a beautiful thing. 2016 goals came and went, resolutions came and went, and this is not about resolutions. This is about completely transforming your life. So I'm so excited if you are. If you're not, that's totally fine too, because everybody has a different time of their life when they are ready for things. I'm a big believer in we're at the exact spot we're supposed to be in our life to learn and to live. So I hope you start living amazing. My program, my SLP, yeah, you know me. Anyways, not supposed to do that. I told myself not to do that on this workshop, but I did. So it's not a quick fix. If you sign up for the 6 weeks and you hope and your goal and your plan is to lose 20 pounds in 6 weeks, I'm not really your health coach. I'm not the person that's going to encourage you to do that, because I want you to shift things in your kitchen and your life slowly, so that the weight, the 10, 20, 30 pounds that you want to lose, stays off forever, not just 20 days. So if you want to stop stepping on that scale every single day, this is the program for you. If you want to learn about what you're putting into your mouth and how it's going to make you feel, this is the program for you. If you're ready, so here's what I was trying to explain this to someone this morning, that you know, the beautiful thing about doing these programs and personal development and coaching programs is you've committed to yourself that you're going to spend time every single week on you. And if you're a mom and an entrepreneur and a busy person, we don't do that. So committing to doing something like this shows that you're ready. You're committed. Your body feels it. The universe feels it. And everybody's excited, especially your insides. So almost instantly, your heart warms up to you, and you're showing yourself that you have the confidence to change your body. But I'm so passionate about that, but we'll talk about it later. If you're also sick and tired of walking into your closet and going, I have nothing to wear, and it's not because you don't have anything to wear, but it's because nothing looks and feels the same, this program is for you, because I'm going to help you shift that entire mindset and get you to a spot where you walk into your closet and you're like, I love my clothes. And the last reason this program, I feel passionate about it, is the little person that's watching Paw Patrol right now in my life, and the little people surrounding you need to stop dieting. they need to know about food. They need to know how to cook again. They need to go back to the basics. And they need to know and see that women love themselves and their bodies, because we all look different, right? Like there are no two people on this call that look the same. So I'm going to ask you guys a question. I know I can't hear you because I've muted you all, but I'm going to ask you, in your life right now, are you doing 3 things every single week that are fun? Now, I want you to take a second, and I'm not talking about what's fun for your kids. I'm asking you 3 things that you did last week that kind of blew your socks off. That you're like, those were fun. So what we want to do is we want to start adding in these things into our lives so that food is no longer the number one thing on our mind. And we want to start adding fun, creativity, commitment, change, laughter, so that eventually that fills our plate and food kind of comes second. It's like, I love food, but I don't need food to fill those life cravings. So if you have any questions about that, I have the chat open now. If you'd like to send me a message about, hey, what are you talking about? Or slow down, you're talking too fast, please reach out. Let me I'll grab it in a second. But I'm going to show you what happens with the Signature Life program. Now, first, you can head over to the website, which is hellolifestudio.com, and you can see all the beautiful testimonials from women who have done the program or from women I've worked with. And the words are just inspiring, and it inspires me to keep doing this and keep going. So have a look if you want, and if you're interested, reach out and we can chat. But you have some new recipes that you're going to leave today with, which is super awesome, but they're a little bit different. I am going to give you my kale chip recipe, and I am going to teach you why kale is important. But right now, I'm going to show you that when you do this program, you are part of a members group. So you're going to be around women who aren't talking that their butt got bigger or their butt is smaller. These women are passionate about learning and feeling really good about themselves finally. They're finally at a point where they're surrounding themselves with people who are very similar to them, who have dieted for years and who have felt bad about their bodies. So they're part of a members area, and it's exclusive, but you also have lifetime access. So let's say next year you get pregnant again and you're like, I'm going to do the SLP after my 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th child. That is totally fine because you have lifetime access and the content changes. You change because you're at a different spot. And what you hear the 2nd, 3rd, 4th time that you go through the program is going to be different because it's going to resonate and sit with you entirely different than the first time you've done the program. So inside the program, when you are a member, you're going to see and have access to these beautiful modules, and they're released on Mondays. So I always get really excited for Mondays again because they were kind of shitty for a while. So I'm like, Mondays are back and they're exciting. And then we do group calls. We do calls like this where we actually show one another our faces on the videos. And you get to speak and you get to ask questions. And we talk specifically about what happened in that module. So you're held accountable and you're supported. So if you have questions about quinoa or how to cook or how to add movement in your life, we go through that as a group, because usually when you have a question, other women have a question as well. The same question. So we also do worksheets because everyone learns differently. So some people are visual, some people need the audios, and other people need the human-to-human sort of video-to-video connection. So these are a sample of the worksheets, and I love worksheets. I love printing and sitting down and writing. And does anybody else get really excited when they get a new journal or worksheets? Like, when was the last time you did something that was related to you in the form of worksheets? I just think it blows my socks off. So inside, you have access to the audios, the worksheets, and to me, and I am the expert. I'm going to teach you how to do these 6 things so you really do see changes and feel changes. So the important part is feeling the changes. And a lot of people who have done the program have actually gone back to school for food because they felt inspired to take it to the next level. So I love seeing that and hearing that. But these audios, my favorite thing about audios I have these speakers in my ceiling, and while I cook And while I clean and while I'm playing with my kids, I listen to audios, and it doesn't take away from something, but I've dedicated time to listen, but I can also do it how it fits into my life. So you can listen in your car, you can listen when you're on the treadmill, you can listen when you go for a walk, you can listen when you're laying in bed thinking about your beautiful day, or if you're feeling a little bit stressed. I have heard some people say that I have a very soothing voice. I'm not sure if that's true, but some people have said that. So you also get a weekly planner so that you're on track, and it's just about accountability. It really is. Being in a group, and a supported group of amazing women, holds you accountable. Okay, so I'm super excited. We're going to do a giveaway for a $20 Lululemon gift card, so you can buy like one sock. But no, once you start doing the program and you start moving your body, you are going to feel like you want new clothes and you want new workout clothes. So $20 to Lululemon. I'm asking you to head over to the website and send me an email and tell me what Kinsley is eating. So Kinsley's the little person in the picture, what she's eating in that image. So the website is hellolifestudio.com, and the email address is info@hellolifestudio.com again. So head over there and check it out and see what's going on. $20, one sock. Actually, I think it's a pair of socks, so you're good. Okay, are you ready for the mind-blowing kale recipe? Are you taking notes? So you're gonna buy kale. I showed you what kale looks like, but if you just hopped on, let me grab it again. So, kale, meet ladies. So you're gonna go buy kale. You're gonna get coconut oil or olive oil. You could probably use a little bit of butter. Never be afraid of butter, it's a good fat. So then you're going to massage, you're gonna take the kale off. So that's how you take kale off of its stem. So you peel it off. Super easy. I'm not a fussy cook. You can also cut it if you're sort of that person who likes to cut things perfectly, but I'm just like, this is perfect, this is going in my mouth, I'm going to enjoy it. You're gonna massage the kale, you're gonna sprinkle some olive oil or coconut oil, and you're gonna put some pink sea salt on it, and you're gonna bake it at 170 for about 40 minutes to an hour, depending on your oven. So I do it for about 45 minutes, and it always turns out crispy. If they're not crispy, leave them in there for a little bit longer and they will get crispy, and you can keep them in your fridge for 5 to 7 days. So we're adding in this great kale, slowly taking away those chips from the pantry because you're going to start eating more kale. Now the benefits of kale, first of all, anything from the earth is better than from a package. That's my theory, and it's one that I teach everyone. Slowly start eliminating packages from your life and buy things that came from earth. It's high in fiber, so what that means is you're gonna poop better, and your kids will poop better, and everyone's just gonna be pooping. And it's so funny because when you're a health coach, you get all these messages about poop, and you're like, this is really fun. So, but it's good. If you're not regular, start adding some kale into your life, and you'll feel better. It'll reduce bloating. Because it helps in digestion. So many people have issues with bloating and feeling disgusting. They just need a little help in the food department, but they also need a little bit help in self-care and change and movement. So think about that the next time you eat. Full of magnesium, folate, vitamin A, K, vitamin C. So if you put these bad boys in a smoothie every single day, you are going to fight away some colds. So try to add it to your smoothies. We can talk more about that later if you need specific smoothie recipes, but reach out at any point. I love smoothies. I start my day with them every day, and everything in my smoothie it doesn't come from a package. So chia seeds, hemp, I make my own almond milk, I put kale, I put spinach, and all the goodness in there. So I can send that to you if you guys are interested. Who needs some champagne? It's $12.49. All right, so calcium too. So many women struggle with getting enough calcium in their diet. So kale, beautiful, beautiful thing. Your parents, so if you have older, like mothers and stuff, grandmas, tell them to start adding some kale into their life. They should have been eating their whole life. Potassium, so just like a banana, but better. It's also, we don't count calories, but it is low in calories. Obviously, most vegetables are, so enjoy them. Enjoy it. You could eat 20 bushels of kale if you want. So you might be a little gassy, but you'll feel great the next day. Another recipe for success in terms of releasing the pressure. These are 3 things that I teach people to do almost immediately. The first one, everyone struggles with. The scale has been, how do I say this? The scale has been your biggest relationship in your life. Like, you've stepped on that scale. It's defined your day. You've been happy or sad because of it. You went to the doctor dreading it, or maybe you loved that scale, but it still was something like a piece of technology that defined your happiness. So I'm asking you, if you can, to toss your scale. Now, if you struggle with that, some of the tips I say is, why don't you just hide it for 3 days? Or maybe you hide it for 7 days, or you tell your partner, can you please just put this somewhere for a week? So slowly add in that resistance to the scale, and then you'll notice that you feel different. You're a little bit happier. You're not too worried about what that scale says. Don't let it define you or define your day. The other thing I'm very passionate about is, because I used to count calories to the extreme, and I know that there are so many diets out there that do that, but it's depriving you. If your body, listen to your body. If your body says, oh my gosh, I want salt, you need to start eating a little bit of salt, but good salt. So you need to start adding the pink sea salt. You need to reduce your fast food. You need to add things into your life rather than take them away. But the apps, I talked about this on my webinar the other night, the calorie counting apps, I'm not a fan of, because they count calories and they make you scan packages. So again, if you are eating more foods from the earth, you won't have to use those calorie counting apps, because you really are going to fill your body in different ways, and you're going to recognize fast that kale has like 36 calories in it, and you can go a long way with that. So start tossing calorie counting, diets, scales. I'm going to help you get through. I'm going to help you guys get through that slowly and over the course of 6 weeks. So number 3, this is also one that I love, and it's empowering and it's hard, but I want you to start doing it if you're not doing it already. But look at yourself in the mirror and really look at yourself. You can do it naked, or you can start with your clothes on and just remind yourself that you're beautiful. Start telling yourself, like you tell your children and your friends, hey, you look really good today. And there's going to be something that happens to your body that feels good, because for the first time in a long time, you're not telling it that it has to lose weight. Every single day, if you tell it, hey, you look awesome, the weight will start to come off because you're being kind. So think of a child that's been bullied for years and years and years. That is exactly what you've been doing to your body. If you've been dieting, if you've been telling yourself you have to constantly lose 5 pounds, 50 pounds, you are that bully. You are bullying yourself. So release it. Start looking at yourself and saying, I'm beautiful. And if you can't look at yourself, my first step with my clients is, why don't you just write it down? Write it down, put it on a piece of paper, and put it in your purse. It's the power of the positive energy that came from writing it down that's going to surround you, and then it'll get easier and easier to start telling yourself in the mirror. So I get really excited about that one because it is a struggle for a lot of people, and then it becomes so easy that they're like, holy shit, I look amazing. Look at me, I'm beautiful. So self-care is one of my core foundations. And the funny thing about self-care is so many people are like, self-care, self-care, self-care. But what is self-care for you is going to be very different for me. So ask yourself this right now, and if you have a piece of paper, write it down. How much time do you actually need? I'm going to put this kale thing down. How much time do you really need to step away from things that are happening in life, or maybe cooking, cleaning, to come back and feel like yourself? to come back and feel refreshed. So some of you might need an hour away every day. So for you, that looks like a manicure once a day, which is extreme. I once told someone, Tara can say, I told someone maybe they go spend 8 hours at a spa. I was like, but I want you to discover what self-care is for you. And that's something we do and talk a lot about in the Signature Life program, because we want you to define what self-care is for you, not for Joan or Sarah or Tiana. It's you, because you're the only person that is going to know how much time you need and what you need to do to feel refreshed and like yourself again. And then I go and I ask you right now, when was the last time you felt like you felt excited and you felt like you knew yourself and you felt connected to yourself and you felt like you could go to dinner with yourself? So spend some time thinking about that. And this is another one of those things that's going to help you release some weight, because the minute you start showing yourself some love and self-care and practicing it, you've shown the world and your body that you care about it, you're loving it, and you appreciate it. And the weight does start to release. It's a beautiful thing. I'm not taking food away. I'm not taking chocolate. I'm telling you, add some self-care, add some creativity, add some laughter. Mindfulness. This is one of my favorite ones because it surrounds everything you do. So when I say being mindful, I'm not talking about like sitting every single day in silence for hours and hours. I'm talking, and I'm going to teach you how to bring some awareness to what you're doing in a positive way. So what I ask you to do, and you can do this for your next meal, ask yourself, do you actually sit down to eat? So you know how we like hit the pantry and we eat, and while we're cooking, we eat, and then by the time our kids get home and everyone gets home, we don't even sit down for a meal. We've already eaten our meal in the pantry and preparing. And then sometimes we do sit down and we eat an entire second meal with our family without even recognizing it. It's just was so busy and so fast that it happened. So I encourage you, every single time you eat, sit down. Because the act of sitting down, you're going to look at your food, you're going to be more aware of how much you're eating, and you're also going to show that food some appreciation. So you're going to look at that food and say, wow, this looks like a beautiful salad. This was made with love. Or this pasta, that looks good. Thanks for cooking that. So it's about sitting down, being aware, also enjoying it with other people. So it's the beautiful act of being surrounded by other people who are enjoying the same food. And I can talk for hours about food energetics as well, because if you're eating one kind of food, you want to be surrounded with the people who are eating the same kind of food, so you feel the same energy that was put into that food. What I mean is, if I prepare a beautiful meal for my family from my heart, they really will feel that. So I encourage you to bring some mindfulness. We spend a lot of time talking about this because it's a big shift in the way you eat. Because if you've spent the last 20 years running around through drive-thrus or airports or nurses who run and go from the hospitals, they forget to eat. This one is big and I love it. So why do women crave things? And I know you're thinking right now, oh my gosh, I want a coffee so bad. Women crave things because of the other things that aren't happening in their lives. They're a little bit lonely, they're lacking in fun, they're lacking in creativity, they're not laughing enough, they're not moving their bodies enough. So we get these cravings for things that are never going to be taken away from us. So coffee, that warm cup of coffee is yours. Your kids can't take it. They might try, but they won't. Your husband can't take it. It is the one thing in the morning that's like, this is mine. And then now it becomes a 2 p.m. thing and then a 4 p.m. thing. And for some people, they have an evening coffee. So I just want you to bring some mindfulness and awareness to your cravings and start thinking about, when was the last time I had fun? Do I laugh every single day? do I tap into that creativity that I know I have, or maybe I feel like might be there every single day? And you're going to shift the cravings from white pastas and wine and coffee and sugar and salt to these great fun things that are happening in your life. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm craving a run right now. My body is telling me that I just need to walk. So how much fun does that sound versus eating an entire bag of chips and then feeling bad about it after? You're going to go for a walk. You're going to start craving that walk after these 6 weeks. And you're going to go for the walk and say, I am amazing. And it's just this beautiful energy that happens when you start adding these other things, these 6 core foundations into your life, and you feel awesome. So I did do a cravings workshop on, I think it was last night or the night before, but I did a cravings workshop. It's on the website. So if you're interested in hearing about cravings for 30 full minutes, it's over there at www.hellolifestudio.com. And we had a lot of fun in that one. So, all right, another giveaway. Who's ready? So the other Megan, my other Megan, I really do have another Megan. I'm not making that up when I say that my assistant's name is Megan. I'm giving away the Oh She Glows cookbook because I love it so much, and every single recipe in there is amazing. So pick a number from 1 to 100. She knows the number. And email that number to info@hellolifestudio.com, and we will let you know in the next hour who won. And if there's more than one that we're close, we're going to pick a number from a hat. So go, email her, info@hellolifestudio.com, and in the subject say giveaway. Now, this is me again. It's always funny. I'm still feeling a little bit weird about seeing my face everywhere on social media, but anyways. Now, a huge part of committing to a program like this, or any program, is at first you're a little bit afraid. You're like, I don't know. It takes money. Do I really have the time? Is it going to change my body? I'm going to ask you and reference back to self-care. When was the last time you seriously did something for you that was only going to benefit, well, it's going to benefit everybody, but it's going to benefit you. You're going to be the person to sit down and do the worksheets. You are going to be the person who's learning about food, and you're going to feel empowered to make better choices. So when was the last time you really did something for yourself that would help with your body and your mind and the way you eat and feed your family? So ask yourself that, because the minute I did that 2 years ago now, before I enrolled into IAN, I said, oh my gosh, I haven't. I've been having my kids. I've been building a house. I was planning a wedding. I was taking care of all these crazy things in my life that I totally forgot and started to feel disconnected from who I was. So when I created this program, I felt so excited because I was sitting down thinking about things that I hadn't done in years. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need to do this stuff. So think about that when you really find something that you're interested in and you're drawn to, and trust that you found this for a reason. There's a reason why you're here, and there's a reason why you're part of Hello Life, and you want to feel like you're part of the community because you're meant to be here. And every single person that I meet, I love. Like, I think I just posted that. I'm like, I love everybody. I always feel, I kind of have an awkward part about me, and then I meet people, I'm like, I get so fired up by meeting other women who finally commit to themselves and their health. So why would you do something like this? Like, why? Because in 6 weeks, I'm not going to guarantee that you lose 10 pounds. I'm not going to guarantee that you lose 1 pound. I will guarantee that you're going to learn. I guarantee that you will empower yourself. I guarantee that when you step into the grocery store, you start looking at food differently. The minute you commit, you guys can read it too, but is the minute that you show your body and the people around you that you're ready for a change, and you're shifting your mind already because you're excited. You have that energy when you find something like this. You're like, this is incredible. I need to do this. And you need to do it because you're going to feel that same energy throughout the 6 weeks and beyond. So You also get a beautiful self-care package delivered to your door when you sign up for the Signature Life program, because I did that for my first launch. I didn't do it for my second launch. And there was something inside me that felt different about that second launch, because I want to send people packages, because the last time I got a package made me feel like I was on top of the world. So I love doing the self-care package. We do live group coaching calls. We talk every single week. We talk every day on Facebook. I inspire, I encourage, I teach you in 6 weeks about kale, quinoa, fats, stocking your pantry, which is actually going to cost way less than eating out and eating packaged foods. So we work together on doing those things. And again, if you're interested and you have any questions at all, I would love to have you. We're doing 55 women only into this program, because that is the magic number. I love 55, 77, all these double digits empower me and make me feel excited. So please reach out. I'm going to open the chat now for any questions, because we have time for questions. Okay. So does anybody have any questions that they want to send to me? Do you guys want, if you want, why don't you unmute yourself and ask the question in front of everyone, or if you feel more comfortable, email it to me, or send it over chat. But again, if you're interested in the program, and you should be, because it's just the best. It's the best program. I'm biased, but it is amazing. You can save $75, and the code is SAVE75. So it's simple. You can head over to www.hellolifestudio.com, and in the discount code is SAVE75. So, oh, somebody said so true. I have a soothing voice. Well, thank you. Was that you, Tara? Any questions? All right, we're going to wrap it up with a cheers. So cheers, everyone. Thank you so much for being on the call. I appreciate your time and your energy. I can feel your love and your connection. I really can. And I'm sending you so much health and happiness and fun. Start getting into that fun and self-care and move your body. So happy, happy day. I'll talk to you later. I see little kids. Hello, little kids. Hi. I really am I'm trying to disconnect the call, and for the love of me, I just can't figure it out. So let me just open up this.